I actually have a story about money laundering. I used to work in an office. On the ground floor of that office was just a revolving door of businesses that would show up and then fail and then disappear. Like we would have restaurants that would only be there for like a month or two and then they just vanish. But one day this group of young hip Asian people moved in. I'm not being racist because they actually have had Chinese everywhere. But they have like a storefront and everything. No one actually shows up. They don't actually have any customers. They have a whole storefront. They have a couch. I think they even have a TV, but I've never seen them actually have any customers. The main guy drives like a supercar. It's parked in the disabled spot all the time. And I was like, what kind of shit is that? Why are you driving a supercar into a disabled spot? But no, he actually has a disabled pass. So it is legal. I kept looking at that and thinking, what do they do? What I found was that they're not even open most of the time. Normal business hours, 9 to 5, right? They usually show up at like 7 p.m. And they're usually there till like 1 or 2 in the morning. The only times I've ever seen them there on the day, during the day is like Sunday. They have no customers, seemingly no source of income, yet a really fancy car. In fact, it's not just the main guy. Everyone's got a fancy car. They've all got Teslas. And I really want to know what they do. What could they be doing? How do they have ostensibly enough money for an office in Southern California, expensive real estate by any standard, with supercars and expensive luxury cars, yet no customers? Maybe they haven't maybe that might be it. Maybe it's all a front for like a big pornography operation in the back. I actually went inside once, and it was only because I had to. I was moving my stuff out of the office, and some of the stuff was heavy. And because I'm big time, like 0 IQ, big idiot Andy, I was lifting something and putting it into my car. I put my keys in the car, and then I closed the boot, or the trunk as it is in this country, locked my keys inside the car. And it was Sunday, so there was no one there except for this group of people who are always, for some reason, there on Sunday. My fate was sealed. I had no other choice. I had to go in and ask them, can I borrow a phone? I need to call like a car locksmith. And they were really nice. They were really helpful. And I could see one of the rooms in the back, and all that they were doing was sitting around a long meeting table, eating In-N-Out. And I was like, well, they're still not making any money. That's the only thing I can see them doing. But at some point, they did all file out of that room into another room towards the back that I couldn't see. So maybe that's where the back alley OnlyFans operation is going. Yeah, they would be helpful. Last thing they want is normal people having problems with them. Ooh, I mean, probably. And the thing is, I was in such a, for lack of a better word, vulnerable situation where, you know, I was really asking them for a favor. I really needed a favor from them. So I didn't want to get all like Inspector Clouseau on them and be like, so what is it exactly that you do here? The last thing you want is some guy showing up and being like, I really need help. And also, what the fuck are you doing? Is this some illegal shit? You dumb bastard? So I still don't really have an answer. I really wish I did. I really wish I knew what was going on. Joke's on you, they're the board directors for In-N-Out. True! There was some like back and forth. He was asking me like what happened. I was like, yeah, I locked my keys in my car. Yeah, and I locked my phone in my car. Yes, and my wallet. It was literally, everything was in my car except for the thing that I was like lifting into it. It was kind of big, so I was trying to see if the boot would even close. It was only when it did close that I was like, oh fuck. Looks like I ran into a little situation. Who in here doing illegal shit? What's also funny is I half Chinese, but I never learned any Chinese. When I went in to sheepishly ask them if I could use their phone, I don't know if it's because of how I looked or if it's because of that's just how they're used to speaking. But they tried to speak to me in Chinese, and I had to be like, hey, hi, and they were like, oh, hi, like they had to switch into English, and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's my money laundering story. I have no idea. I have no idea. Were they selling cocaine out the back? Probably. But I have no idea. Couldn't tell you.